What's going on, everyone? It is Paul, the 920 Trader with 920 Trading and Trading Decoded. Before we get into the chart today, if you enjoy our content, please consider giving us a like and a subscribe and turn those notifications on. That way you'll know every time we drop a new video. And you know what? Leave us a comment too. Share with your friends. We would greatly appreciate it. So let's get to the chart today. So today is Monday, February 5th, 2024, and this is how we traded SPY today. So what we are looking for, again, we start every day in pre-market, obviously. So we are looking at pre-market high. So we're looking at pre-market high right around 493.93. We're also looking at pre-market low. Now, you'll notice that I didn't go directly from pre-market low. So I got pre-market low sitting over here at about 492.77 or so, somewhere right around in there. Instead of that, I used 492.86, which was a 5-minute demand zone from last Friday. So those two are really, really close together. We had that sell-off and then a demand zone. So it picked up from that demand zone and ran back up. So we also looked at kind of a little zone in here in between that 493.63. I also looked at a little bit of zone up top, so 493.38, also looking for zones down below. And what did I find? I found this 492.18. So these are the levels that we are looking at throughout the day. So let's get into the chart today. So right off the gun, immediately off the gun, we ran up just a little bit. We rejected, so we did not get that close above that 493.63. Had what I call a death cross to the downside. So a death cross to the downside, or pretty close anyway. We opened above the 9 and closed below both VWAP and got real close to that 20. Actually, in order to get a death cross, we have to close below the 9, the 20, and the VWAP. We didn't. It was pretty close. Anyway, pretty early in the day, did not put on this trade. Got another death cross, actual death cross right in here. Didn't play that either. Again, we're 5 minutes into the day at that point. I'm thinking, you know what? I've got a report coming out at 9:45. So a report came out right in here. PMI came out right in here. Didn't play this. We had another report, so I thought, you know what? I'm going to wait until that second report comes out. That first report, generally speaking, does not have a tendency to move the market that much. Now, the 10 o'clock report, however, does have a tendency to move the market. So here we are. I'm going to go right to that 10 o'clock candle. There it is. And you're thinking, oh my gosh, what a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cross to the downside. And it was. This was a 70-cent candle. So multiple things happened on this candle. So we had a cross below the 9. We had a cross below the 20. We had a cross below VWAP. And we breached two levels to the downside. Again, on a 70-cent candle. Folks, I could have taken this. I could have had a little bit of risk up above 492.86, and we're down here at 492.70. So I would have had, 16 cents worth of exposure or risk involved. But again, that 70-cent candle, that's just one of my rules. If it's over about 30 cents, I'm going to think twice about it. That's kind of my upper limit. Anything over 50% or 50 cents, absolutely not. I am not going to put on that trade. So the result of that is I missed a banger. I missed a massive trade back to the downside. We had a couple of different spots where we could have gotten into this trade. I could have gotten in right here when we breached, again, 492.18 back to the downside. But I didn't take it. I thought, you know what? I'm going to follow my rules. I'm going to wait for that fresh cross. And what happens after that happens after that. It's frustrating to miss these really, really monster plays, but it's all about discipline for me. I have to remain and I have to maintain discipline in order to trade long term. And I think that's kind of a lesson for everybody, particularly if you're a new trader and you are struggling. Don't chase after plays. We're not dogs. We don't eat out of a bowl. You don't wag your tail. Do not chase trades. If your edge presents itself, you are compelled to put on the trade. Other than a 70-cent candle, it goes against My rules to take a position on a 70-cent candle. I could have, this time it could have played out. It would have been a very, very good trade. But what about the next time? Am I going to take that 70-cent candle next time because this time worked out? Absolutely not. Not going to do it. Ran down again. We had a 15-minute double bottom from Friday. It ran down to this level right here, reversed, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to see if I can take puts back to the downside again off of a specific rejection zone. So for me, I was looking at this 491.37. Nice little pull back to that area. So we actually got above that. So I'm sure people are thinking, hey, you know what? We breached that back to the upside. Why not go ahead and take that up to back to the upside? Nope, not me. Not interested. Only because, you know what? You just never know what's going to happen. And we were trending down. So I thought, you know what? We had a double cross to the downside. So a double cross, again, happens when you open above the 9, close below the 20. So that trade right there. My risk on that play was 15 cents because we're at 491.22. That's where we closed that candle. My risk is anything that breaches back above this 491.37 to the upside. So didn't have a whole lot of risk. There was risk. Yes, there's risk on every play. So again, folks, remember, only take puts when you, number one, you're looking for a cross if you're a 920 trader. And number two, you want to make sure that you take it at a known level of support to the upside or resistance back to the downside. And that's exactly how I played this particular trade. It was a really, really, really nice trade back to the downside. We've got that 5-minute demand zone from Friday, and we got really, really close to this. So I think this was, probably close to $1 move. $1 move in 4 or 5 minutes. Oh my goodness! Now you guys have all heard about, you take the escalator up and the elevator down. It's absolutely true. Generally speaking, I make more money on puts than I do on calls because those are quicker plays. Generally. And based on my studies, for every cross to the upside, there's about, you have an expected gain of about 53 cents. So cross to the upside, conservative play, 53 cents. Across to the downside, however, yields over $1. So if we could just play puts all day long, that would be amazing. But we can't. We got to play calls. We got to play puts. Came out of this demand zone. And guess what I didn't do? I didn't play anything to the upside. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I missed the trade right here. I did. Absolutely missed. I missed it a couple of different times. I thought about taking this double cross right here. I think I was on the phone. When that happened. So again, didn't take that trade. But what I did do, so we had this cross up here, cross up here, third cross back to the upside. I said, you know what? If we can breach and hold above VWAP, I am going to play this back to the upside. And I did. Beautiful, 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 beautiful trade back to the upside. I'm going to show this on a 5-minute view. Look at this. Look at this 5-minute look. I mean, you can even look at the 3-minute. I mean, there's your 3-minute right here. I mean, we just stayed above the 9 the entire time. You want to talk about a nice ride? That was a beautiful ride back to the upside. Didn't take anything in here. At this point, I'm thinking, you know what? I've done very, very well on the day. Could have done better if, had I taken that early morning trade. But we're not going to cry over spilt milk. Took this trade to the upside again. Very, very. This was a shaker outer candle right in here at 1221. This is one of those where we breach to the downside, and you're thinking, okay, let's see if we can recapture, and wham, slams back down. Did not close below that level, so we were still in good shape. Wrote it up. Very, very, very nice play to the upside. And I'm thinking, you know what? I've done very well today. Let's just see if we can help other people in their trades at this point and wait to see if there's anything in power hour. Now, at this point, we had, 2.5 hours until power hour. So, but again, there were some setups. I mean, you've got to play to the upside, play to the downside, and then it just kind of bounced around in here. It got good. It got good again. We had Again, cross to the upside here, not much there. Cross to the downside, not a whole lot there. So we just kind of bounced around. I knew that it was going to break, one way or another. Kind of thought that it would break to the upside only because we weren't making lower lows over here. And I knew that we had this support at 492.96. And I think the POC at this point was somewhere right around in here. So pretty close. So once we breach that back to the upside, it ran up and up and up and up and up. I mean, it was great. Beautiful play to the upside again. Now, kind of like this trade that I took earlier, I'm thinking, okay, I know what I have right here at 493.93. I have a really, really strong level of support, and unless I can breach that with a little bit of juice back to the downside, I'm not going to play puts. So look at these levels right in here. So I'm essentially looking at support, my latest line of support on the 1 minute down here. 493.80. So we got this beautiful double cross to the downside, almost a triple cross actually, because we opened above the 9, closed above the 20, or closed below the 20, and got a candle that closed, which kind of confirmed us into the play, all in one candle. When that happens, folks, you're safe. What was my safety in here? Okay, how much risk did I have in here? We got 78 to 93. I got 15 cents. So again, not that much risk. Again, if this turns around and breaches this level to the upside, that's all of my risk. 15 cents worth of risk. That is not a whole lot of risk. It's much better than 70 cents worth of risk. I'd rather take a 15 or 20 cent candle than a 70-cent candle, and I'm going to miss some trades. That's just the reality of how it works out. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trade back to the downside. I thought, you know what? Let's go get VWAP. It didn't go get VWAP, but still, I think over $1 trade on this. So 793.78 down to, yeah, very nice. We were looking at this level. Okay, so this level on the 1 minute, that was 492.60. So 492.60. Again, we have to look left to see where we have been in the past. If we don't have a specific level that we've drawn, obviously we want to look left to see what happened in the past. And it did it, same thing. Beautiful, beautiful play to the downside. Nice play to the upside. Didn't play this. This was a great fishtail play. This was a great fishtail play. In other words, we opened and closed between the 9 and the 20, and we breached this level of support right here, this 493.99. I had some folks in the group that asked me, they said, hey, if we get across to the upside, should we play it? I said, yeah, you should absolutely play it. At this point, we had super, super thin volume in this area. And I said, if we can get into some thin volume, this thing could run up to potentially 493.63. That's kind of what we were looking at, is that 493.63. Actually ran up to that 493.93. So you can see how these levels play out throughout the day. At this point, it's getting pretty late in the day, 15:37, 20 minutes left to play in the day. You could take this on a breach back to the downside and shoot for levels down here. But again, too late in the day for me to trade. I've done very, very well today. It was a good day, and really, really nice crosses back to the upside and to the downside. Didn't play the 350 candle. 350 candle right in here was a big, big green candle, double cross to the upside. I'm sure people are thinking, oh, you got a double cross to the upside. Let's take that. No, again, you're too far away. So 48 down to even, I don't remember where the POC was at this point. You're at least 30 cents away, 30 cents away late in the day. 30 cents late in the day, folks. That is hard to recover from if it comes back and if it comes 30 cents back against you. That is hard to recover from, just from a theta standpoint, or the time decay of money. So let that be a lesson to you. Make sure that you're taking your trades. So for calls, we want to be directly above support. We want a cross to the upside and directly above your support. That way, you can predefine your risk. Oh, I've got 10 cents worth of risk, or I've got 12 or 18 or 20 cents, whatever that level of risk is. That way, if it turns around on you and breaches against you, you know exactly where you are going to close out that trade when it moves against you. Everybody has losing trades. I have losing trades all the time. Today, it's a good day. No losing trades today. But I didn't play everything that was available, only because, I just thought, take it easy. But again, very, very good day, both to the upside and the downside. So that is how we traded SPY. That is how SPY looks relative to the 9/20 crossover strategy. Wonderful strategy. When you combine that strategy with specific areas, so high time frame levels of support and resistance. Guess what? It's a wonderful strategy. And folks, there are really good strategies out there. You don't have to trade the 920. You can really trade anything you want to trade as long as you're consistent. Now, if you enjoy our content, please consider giving us a like and a follow, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to turn your notifications on. That way, when we drop a video, you will be the first to know. Now, I did not have a video on Thursday or Friday last week for a very good reason. My mom had surgery, so I was up at the hospital with her all day on Thursday. And then Friday was kind of an abridged day. So I apologize about not having a video either one of those days. They were great days. I hope you guys did very, very well. The 920 played out very, very, very well. And the levels played out too, folks. So again, thanks for spending a little bit of your time with us this afternoon. We greatly appreciate it. Above all else, I hope you followed your trading plan today. Now, if you're interested in learning more about the 920 trading strategy, head on over to 920trading.com. We have the link directly below. Also, if you're interested in live daily trading, we've got the link for that too. It is our live trading decoded Discord. Again, the link is down there. We're going to give you that first week for free. So bell to bell every single day, as long as my mom is not in the hospital, every single day, bell to bell, we're going to do live daily trading. Now, we are not a call out service. So if you're looking for a call out service, that is not us. But what we will do is we will say, hey, based on the principles of the 920 strategy, this is a good place to take calls, or this is a good place to take puts, or we're going to use this 9 for support on the way up, resistance on the way down. Here are our targets. So in addition to the live daily trading, obviously the screen is up, so everybody has access to that. So again, thanks for spending a little bit of time with us today. We greatly appreciate it. I hope everybody had a great day, and we will see you in the markets.